Well, as you can see, we're getting a little rain here. I don't know how well this video is going to be because there might be raindrops on the lens of the camera. But we are going to go on a little road trip. We bought this trailer 4 years ago. We've got 3 full seasons on it, plus first cutting. And we are taking this over to Haynesworth and picking up our new one. So we traded this one in. No real reason why, other than it's just time to upgrade, I guess. It has been an exceptionally well trailer. We haven't had any issues with it. Very nice. We've got 2 other ones just like it. We've got a red and a black one, and a black and a red one just like this. And the one I replaced this one with is the same damn thing. So we're gonna go ahead and get out on the road here now, and we'll get over to Chuck's place, get this switched out, and hook on to the new one. This trailer, you wouldn't know, it had almost 4 seasons on it. It is just like brand new still. So with that being said, we better jump in the truck here and make a few miles. So we will join up with you here in a little while as we head along our way here. Nice rainy day for a ride. So we have just jumped on to the Thruway. This is I-90. I've got to travel on it for 20 or 25 miles, I believe. Then I think I get off on 390 or something like that. But at any rate, this was a perfect day to do this, being that it's raining. Got a little bit of windshield time here, so I thought I would get the camera out. And the last time that I pulled this trailer was the day we went and picked it up. So I haven't hauled anything with this trailer. The only one that has been able to use this trailer has been Jerry. So we've got, like I was saying earlier, 3 full seasons plus first cutting for 2023 onto it. And yeah. So I've driven over a couple of streams and whatever, and they've gotten a lot of rain out this way. Of course, we've gotten a lot of rain as well. And it was getting dry. It was getting really dry. So this moisture that we are getting now is much needed. When we went out to pick this trailer up, we took the C5, and I figured I would take the 900 this time around. Of course, it was hooked to the trailer. To be honest with you, I didn't feel like unhooking it to hook a different truck onto it. The C5 does not have an air ride cab, and there is a stretch of Route 390, or is it 490? One of them roads, the next road that we get onto, and it is a concrete highway, and the seams in the concrete were horrible without a load on it. Of course, this trailer's not a load, but we bobtailed out here to pick this trailer up, and it was quite a rough ride. So I'm gonna put the camera down now, and we will pull the camera back out once we see something interesting. But at this point, we've got some windshield time, so we're just gonna keep at it here. Well, we just got off the Thruway a little bit ago, and now we are on 390. We've got a handful of miles left to travel on 390. Then we get off on 20A to Geneseo, I guess is what they're telling me here. So we'll just keep plugging away. The rain has let up, so that's a good thing. We've been traveling with the wipers on the whole way up until this point here. So here is our concrete highway. Just got off the pavement here a minute ago. Now we deal with the seams and the concrete. So, at least this is riding better than the C5 did. Well, we are here. I don't know where he's gonna want this exactly, so we'll just pull over right here, I guess, and we'll go in and see what's going on, and then we'll get hooked on to that new trailer. So, yeah. Alright, so we'll go ahead and walk in the office. Let the little walk around here. We'll walk into the shop here. And then we'll walk over into the office. See if Chuck is in here doing anything. So you are in here.
Andy!
It's raining again.
Yeah, you know, we've had rain here all spring long. It's just been a good
all spring? Really?
Yeah, we get an inch of rain every week here.
There you go. That's why the crops look so much better this way, right?
No, that's what they call Happy Valley.
I don't know. So we got to get hooked up to that new one?
Yeah, here to pick up a new Mas trailer this morning, swap it in the, or this afternoon, swap it in your 38 footer for another one.
Yeah.
So we got a new one out here in the shop here. We'll take a walk out there.
All right.
Take a gander at it. Take a walk down through the shop. And,
so then I got to come back in and see the secretary and do a bunch of paperwork, right?
Yeah.
You said you wanted to be on camera, right?
She's been waiting all day.
Yeah.
So,
all right.
We'll take a stroll down through here.
All right, so we'll walk out in it. Man, your guy don't waste no time. He's got that plate switched over and everything already. My God.
Just, so we're just in the middle of putting a high pressure wet line on for a customer here's truck today. They brought it in, Shoemaker Farms, and we're in the middle of building 2 more rock trucks this week here. So there's our old buddy Garth Land.
There's Garth.
Yep.
Nice to meet you.
You too.
Yeah.
He's been over here slaving away on another drawbar he's just building right now. So there's the forklift. That little Daewoo forklift is.
Yeah, we talked about that last time.
That's a nice little forklift. That's a little 5,000 pounder 3-stage mast, and you know, it's a good little unit.
Yeah.
Well, we got a cat down around the corner we can look at here. And,
okay.
Yeah.
All right, so we're gonna do a little walk around here, Chuck?
Do a little walk around here. We've got Andy's new trailer here, just rolled in 2023. And we've
got some stars on there,
well, we got a special edition for you, Andy. Yeah.
You didn't say anything about that.
Well, it's the Hollywood edition we've got for you, Andy. It's got the Gold Star program on it there.
There you go.
And,
Hollywood, Oregon.
It's been all, you know, a little specially prepped for you with the whole decal package on it there, so it stands out, you know, premium series.
Oh, I like it.
Yeah. So it wanted to make sure it was something a little extra extra nice for you guys. Same system. You 6-foot sidewalls, 2-foot extensions, aluminum rims on the outside, and 60,000 pound air ride suspension. Same system they've been running. They do have an upgraded swing arm system on there from last year or from 2 years ago, which is a nice system. And then we've got our hose package that we put on custom here on the front, where we do the hose hanger bracket, we do our custom swing arm on there, and put the hose kit on there and get the fittings all set up for you there. So that's I like that little system on there. That's nice for doing that. But same thing we had was all in the past the same. Little different latches they put on here now.
Yeah, I did notice that on the other ones.
Same system here in the front with a push open door for access to take a look what's going on down through there.
Yeah.
So same grease fitting system, 4 grease fittings on each idler, so wherever it stops, you can grease it with that system there. So,
Nice.
but And then, you know, on those back, those arms and those doors are just so heavy and duty on this, where they've got those swing arms. They're both on the inside and outside. You know, you can't really see that when you're looking at the outside, but that's what makes that door so strong back there.
Yeah.
So.
But they were like that on the 19 as well.
Yep, they were. They've been like that. You know, we'll just go around and, you know, we'll talk about adjusting that chain while we're here, just because it's a good service point that we can go over. So these chains inside of these doors, you know, your drive chain, that's a number 100. You want to make sure this stuff doesn't build up. Moss opens this space up here so the material can fall out. You want to make sure your chains are both adjusted evenly, so when you start that chain and that drive system, one motor doesn't grab in front of the other. You want those idlers set evenly. And then when you're adjusting the chains, a lot of guys don't know, when you're adjusting the chains on these trailers, you don't want to over tighten them at all. You'd rather run 10% too loose than you would 5% too tight. And when those come around on that bottom rail, they should land somewhere around the 12-inch mark in as they go down through there. If they're landing 16, 17 inches or 15 inches in, you've got that chain stretched too tight, and you don't need to stretch that chain that tight. So that's something you want to pay attention to. And
so the slack of the chain
on the bottom rail, when that goes down in on that bottom rail, and I'll put my flashlight on it just to get a little vision on it, up in there, that chain should come around and it should land on that bottom return rail somewhere around 12 inches in.
Okay.
It doesn't want to go much past that. If it's landing there 15, 16, you've stretched the chain a little too tight.
Okay.
And that's, I've had a couple of guys, they tighten them up, tighten the fall, and then they hauled all winter at 10 degrees, and then that stretched the chain even tighter.
Okay. Yeah.
And you don't want to do that. This chain, and if you get it too tight, you'll hear it start clicking and snapping and popping when it goes around there. And if you get it that much, you know, it's not gonna, it's an over tight deal. And so back it off there. Your 3 grease fittings on the back with your poly bushings here, and same
heaviest chain on the market.
Yep, that chain weighs 900 pounds more than the competition's chain in the other trailers there. And this is a loose barrel fit chain, so there's slot between each one of those links, so you don't have to worry about it rusting or freezing up over the winter. And that's an important part on that chain for this, is a loose barrel fit chain.
Yeah. So
it
and that's their own chain. They've patented this.
Yeah, I guess they have patented it.
Yeah.
And then a 1/2-inch poly floor in the bottom. You can't really see it. It's right behind that link on there, coming off right there.
Yeah.
So, and then their heavy duty suspension they've got underneath there. So, yeah, Mark's just over here working on another drawbar we're building right now. Take a look at that workmanship on those welds coming down through there.
Very nice.
This is all getting built for the next rock truck that we're doing right now at the moment. So we could walk over here and do a pressure test on, we're just putting a new Gemini pump on a truck over here. We'll do a pressure test on it and run you through that sequence. Let me grab my mechanic.
All right.
Just cut this down. Oh, I just run a pressure test. We'll get you to turn that on. We'll just kind of cycle that through the system there. Just working on two trailers here right now. We're finishing up one that's an 8,000 gallon, and I think the other one's 7,700 gallons. We actually cut those down, shorten them up a little bit so the gallons are less and the lengths are shorter. The guys like those short trailers.
About how much did you cut out of it? Do you remember?
We cut about 6 feet out of that trailer.
6 foot?
7.5 feet out of that trailer, yeah. And we'll calculate the gallons in there and change that.
So both of them have been cut, or just this one?
Both of them have been cut. So down to the shorter trailer and all welded back together here where we played them all back together. So the guys like those. They just get around on some of the other farms there, a little smaller farms there, and nice system. And then here's our remote control system on the back. We just switched over to a new remote. Scanrico is our new remote system that we're working with, and I guess the handheld's not in there now, but that will lift the boom, swing the boom, and start the pump on and off. But we start the motors over here with a linear actuator system here, which turns the ball valve on and off. And we still got all the levers here so we can lift the boom, swing the boom, and if we have any problem with the remote control, we can take apart the linear actuator and put a handle back on there so we're never in trouble.
Okay.
So, we'll come over here, we'll do a pressure test on a wet line we just put on. Which is probably going to be hard to hear when we get over here.
This should pick it up pretty good.
So we just installed a brand new wet line on this truck for a guy with a 40-foot silage trailer, and he needed more pressure to get that haylage unloaded. He was only running like 2,500, and so this new Gemini pump will push up over the 3,000 psi mark. So, and this gauge right here will show our gallons. It's actually running, Mike. We'll show our gallons per minute here, or liters per minute, and then it'll show our PSI that we're operating with here. So we'll see what we're doing with this. And what we're going to do, we're going to close the valve in here. We're going to simulate pressure on the system. It was on, guys. It was working. No. There she goes. So yeah, keep us up. We need 1,200, 1,300. So we got our pressure gauge on here. We're making gallons per minute. And so now we're going to start to close it down and simulate pressure. So we're starting to build pressure here. We're at 1,000. We're making almost 30 gallons a minute. Now we're up to 2,000. Making about 29. We're at 2,500, 27, 3,000. We're still making almost 30 gallons a minute. And we'll keep going. We've got this pump set up at 3,400, 3,450 psi. And 3,450, we're still making 28 gallons a minute. And as soon as that pressure comes off when you're unloading the trailer, as soon as that chain starts unloading, your pressures drop, your gallons go up, and you know, you should be able to unload a 38-foot silage trailer should be unloaded in just about 1 minute and 5 seconds. This system is nice. We sell these systems right here for pressure testing trucks. You can hook them up to anything. You can hook them up to your farm tractors and check your gallons and your pressure. So Andy bought a set of those there 6 months ago, and we've been selling them around to a bunch of guys, but they're a nice set for doing stuff with. So, all right. This system on here is for checking pressures and gallons per minute or liters per minute. And you've got a throttling valve. So we start the truck up, idle up 1,400 RPMs, get the pressures up. And then we start to close that valve. And as that does that, there's simulating pressure unloading. So as we throttle that down, we watch our gallons and then we watch our PSI. And we want to set this system for like a 3,400 PSI system for high pressure for operating chain floor trailers. So we'll continue to throttle that down and duplicate pressure. We'll watch our gauge come up, and you know, if the pump's working right, we should see that pump get up in the 3,300, 3,400 gallon mark, and we should see our gallons stay maybe on this Gemini pump just under 29 gallons a minute. And that's going to tell us if that pump is working right. So when we get to the field with that silage trailer, if we know we're going to get back to the farm and get it unloaded. And you know, this system should be checked on all your trucks during the winter before you get out there in the spring. Every customer that comes in and buys a trailer here, we'll put these gauges on for them and check those trucks. So when they get out of here and they get back to the field, they know that they're going to have a truck that's going to be working right. And these 38 footers, you know, I really like to see them get up into that 3,000, 3,400. This haylage gets sticky. The 36 footers, well, you know, maybe 27, 2,800 and pounds of pressure out. I've got some guys that run 36 footers with just standard dump pumps, and they get away with that system and it works. But you get into that 38 and the tonnage is on there, it just increases more, and those PSI numbers need to be up a little bit better to guarantee you're going to get off. Haylage isn't bad, it's slippery, or corn silage isn't bad, it's slippery, but this haylage is sticky, and especially if you're driving in from a 10-15 mile run on the farm, that gets enough settle time on there, and she'll fight to come off there. Whether you're running Myers, H&S, or Moss, those chain floor trailers are really going to request that high pressure to operate the way they should. So
to at least get started. Once it gets started,
it's only going to need that pressure for the first 1 foot. Once that 1 foot drops off, those gallons are going to go up. Your PSIs are going to go down. It's just that slim, that little sliver of that breakout force for that 1 second. But nothing's worse than, and if it doesn't work, the old trick is back up and hit the brakes. See if you can help that chain get going. That's a stunt. Remember that stunt there, because if that's a little helper. So the other one is, you know, you make a set of cheater hoses. So if you have a truck pump go bad, make yourself a set of cheater hoses. You could hook it right up to the farm tractor, 3,600 PSI on your John Deere tractor, and you're going to unload anything you want. So, you know, that's the way to get that load off. That is making a set of hoses that's ready to go for something, or hooking it up and you can go to another truck that's good, because you never know, you can blow a pump anytime in the middle of the day, and there you are with a big load on, and you really don't even want to unhook it. So that's a little trick there that can work out with a set of hoses to the tractor, the farm tractor, back to the semi truck. So not a bad little system to get yourself out of trouble. So, but all right, Andy, we'll take your trailer you traded in, and we'll take it down below and drop it off in the yard, and we'll bring you up here and get you hooked onto this new unit.
Sounds good.
Get you back on the road heading home. So thank you very much. Appreciate the business.
Thank you. All right, we are all hooked up. We're getting ready to pull on out of here. So that's some nice decal work there, Chuck.
We wanted to do the extra for you there. Put the gold lettering on there and sign on it.
Well, I want to thank you, Chuck, for putting this all together. I really appreciate it. And we're going to go ahead and get back to Navarino. So, looks good. So hopefully, maybe I'll be able to get to pull this with a load at some point.
Put the daughter in the chopper.
There you go.
Do a little chopping and put you in the truck, and you do a little trucking, and you know.
I told everybody on the way over, I drove that trailer once on the way home and once on the way back. So
it's a 2019. Maybe it's time you turn the chopper over to one of the ladies.
There you go. All right, we're gonna head on out of here. Okay, we left Chuck's place a little while ago. We just got off of 390, and now we are getting ready to get on to the Thruway. So we got a little over an hour or so, and then we will be home. So with that being said, that is gonna do it for this video. I want to thank everybody for watching, and we will catch you at the next one. So take it easy, folks.